going to talk about time zones a little bit. And I have the current time of day, in this field. And when I'm on this screen, this is a Garmin Drive 52, by the way. And it shows the current time up here. Yep, automatic and such. Had a time zone change in November last month. Today is, as I record, is December 1. Now, with this, and also Garmin Express just released a time zone map update, which is different from the regular map. It's very small, but it defines the regions, not just of North America, but the world in general, of where time zones lie, where its boundaries are, and such. Now, if you're in the situation, and you might as well know this, if you can't update your Garmin, or if it's one of those models, older ones, where it cannot update the time zone map, might not be a bad idea just to use UTC, Universal Coordinated Time. If you go to the settings and just the units and time, you can go to the time format and have UTC. Now, I know that right now, because I'm wearing a watch that does this also, 1750 hours, which should show that, yep, right there, and it will say UTC. Now, if you actually wear a watch, that will show, if it will focus, yeah. See, I actually have a watch that will show both the local time and UTC at the same time. Just refocus that. There we go. If you have it set as UTC, then you never have to worry about time zones. Ever. You just don't. So when you're viewing the map, it will show also, you can see the tiny little UTC there. And when you're going to a location, let me just make sure spoken navigation is off. Okay, let's just do a grocery store. And I'll pick something with some distance to it and go. So it's showing the arrival time, is 1800 hours, 2 minutes. And if you're wearing a watch that shows the current UTC, and then you compare that to the Garmin, then you have a good idea. If you set, let's just say, instead of a watch, your car clock was set to UTC, then you're all set. Or alternatively, just do time to destination instead. Then you don't have to worry about the watch thing, and you don't have to worry about setting your car clock or anything of that sort. All you really care about is, when will I get there? Well, now it will let you know when you get there. Or if you just don't want to worry about the time, but rather the distance, just do the distance to destination instead. So there are ways around the time zone thing. Now, what I will say though is that just for the really, really old models, like Nuvi 30s and some models where it has a 1 hour off problem or something like that, just remember you have the option of using UTC instead, which is just no time zone. Don't even worry about it. You just go by, or they say London time. Okay, so that's UTC, which again, right now at the time I record is 1753 hours, right there. No problem. Sort by distance if you don't want to worry about the time. If you do want to worry about the time, but you want another clock to compare it to, such as a wristwatch or your car clock, set it all to UTC. And then you're all set. Yes, it's a little weird at first, and yes, you do have to know how to understand 24-hour time in comparison to 12-hour time. Not that difficult, well, at least not for me. But it's an option. So if you're sick of dealing with the time zone stuff, at least with your navigation, well, now you know a few workarounds.